Welcome to Azure Content. This is part 29 in Mapping Dataflow Scenarios playlist. In this video, we are going to learn how to sort CSV data delimited by space using Mapping Dataflow. So let's see our requirement in details. So this is the use case. The first image is the input data where we have a column named as sort num. So in this column, we have few records which are having random data, and these numbers in each of the rows are separated by a space, white space. Okay, you can see each of these numbers are delimited by white space. So in the output, what we want is we want to convert it into a sorted data. Each of the rows should be sorted as in ascending order, and it should give us the result like this. So 142 should be converted to 124, and 1243 should be converted to 1234. Similarly, 34125 should be converted to 12345. Okay, and then the last row is 62413 should be converted to 123456. Okay. So how to achieve this using Mapping Dataflow? Let's see practically. So let me go to Azure portal. So first of all, let me show you the file. So we have the file named as sortnum.csv in Annu demo container. So let me show you the data. So you can see sortnum is the column name, and these are the records where each of the numbers are separated by spaces, and these are not in sorted order. So we have to sort it in ascending order using Mapping Dataflow. So let's try to create the Mapping Dataflow. Let me go to ADF portal and let me click on New Dataflow. So I have already turned the Dataflow debug option is on so that we can preview the data during the creation of Dataflow. Okay, so let me add the source here, and our source is in CSV format. So let me create a new dataset for that. So I have the data in my Azure Data Lake storage in CSV format. Let me select the existing name service and let me navigate to the file path. So the CSV file is in Annu demo container named as sortnum.csv. So we need to check this first row as header because the first row is nothing but the column name. Okay, and we need to import schema as well. So let me hit on OK. So our dataset is ready. Let me go to data preview option and let me run refresh. So let's wait for the data to be fetched. Yeah, so the data is visible now. So this is the same data that we seen in the presentation. So now on top of this, we need to apply some transformation so that each of the rows will be sorted in ascending order. Okay. So since we need to update the same column, so let me try to add derive column transformation where we can either modify the existing column or we can create a new column. So we need to modify the existing one. So let me select this sort num column, and in this expression, let me open the expression builder. So here we will try to make use of some functions that will help us in sorting the numbers. Okay. So let me search if there is something called sort or not. So you can see we have a sort function and it is an array function. So let me read through the information here. So it says sort function sorts the array using the provided predicate function. Sort expects a reference to two consecutive elements in the expression function as #item1 and #item2. Okay. So you can see the example here. Sort of this array where the numbers are 4, 8, 2, 3 is giving us the output as 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. So we just need to give this as the syntax, that is compare item 1 comma item 2. Okay. So this will sort the array in ascending order. So let's try to use this function. Now the challenge is our column is not an array column. So this is simply a string data type of column. As you can see, this is the column name sortnum, and before that the data type here is ABC, which is nothing but string. So let me show you that practically as well. Let me hit on save and finish, and let me go to the source and let me go to inspect, and you can see the data type of this column is string. It's not an array. So we need to convert that column into an array in order to use this sort function. So first of all, we need to provide the column name. So let me provide this in the first argument, and then comma, we need to provide compare keyword. So let me search for sort function again and let me show you. We need to provide comma compare, and then inside brackets we need to give pound symbol item 1 comma item 2. Okay. So first of all, let me do that till that point. So compare, first expression would be #item 1, and then second expression would be #symbol item 2. Okay. Now since we discussed that sort number, this column is not an array and the function expects array type of argument, so this is throwing an error. Okay, so let me just remove this first and let me show you. If we give a proper array and we give 4, 3, to 1, then it should work. So let me hit on save and finish, and let's preview the data here. Yeah, so you can see the output is returning an array, and if I hover on this, and it is giving the output in sorted format, that is 1 2 3 4. Since in the source we have 4 rows, so it is giving 4 rows as the output. So now let me replace this array with the column name, that is sort num, and we need to convert this string type of column into array type of column. Okay, so currently our source data looks like this, that is 1 4 2 separated by white spaces, right? So what we can do is, there is something called split function that converts string into an array. So you can see here, split function splits a string based on a delimiter and returns an array of string. So if we give split of these 3 strings, then it will return each of the strings as item of array. Okay, so we can use this split function on top of the column name. So let me use split of this column, and we need to give the delimiter character. Okay, so here our delimiter character is nothing but white space, and let me close it. So basically this expression will convert the input column sort num into an array kind of column. To show you that, let me just copy this, let me hit on save and finish, and let me add a new derived column transformation here, and let me give a dummy column name, and let me provide that expression here. Okay, so let me copy it, and let me hit on refresh. Yeah, so you can see this was our input column, that is sort num, and the data was 1 4 2 separated by space, and it has been converted into array format where each of the strings has been converted into item of array. Okay, so this is how split function works. Okay, so now on top of split function we are using sort function here. Okay, so that it will sort the item of arrays as well. So let me hit on refresh here, and let's see if it is going to sort the data as well. So you can see it is giving the output as array kind of column. Earlier it was string kind of column, and now it has been converted into array format, as well as it is also sorting the data in ascending order. So you can see 1 4 2 has been converted into 1 2 4, and then 1 2 4 3 has been converted into 1 2 3 4, 3 4 1 2 5 is converted into 1 2 3 4 5, and then 6 2 4 1 3 5 is converted into 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we are able to achieve till this point, but our requirement is not to have the output in array format. We need to again convert it into string kind of format. So you can see we just need the string data 1 2 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. We just need to remove the extra quotes and these brackets and commas. Okay, so for that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace all these symbols with an empty string. Okay, so let me use replace function, and first of all let me replace double quotes with empty string. Okay, let me close this. So it's throwing an error. So it says replace expects string type of argument. Okay, so let me give toString function here so that the whole content will be converted into string, and then on top of this we can replace the double quotes with empty string. So you can see the error has gone. So now if I hit on refresh, the output will remain same, but these double quotes will be gone. So let me hit on refresh, and let's see if the data is coming as expected. Yeah, so the data appeared. So you can see the data is as expected, that is in the sorted format, but the only thing is the double quotes has been replaced by empty string, which means double quote is removed. And now we need to remove this open bracket and close bracket. So let me write replace function again, replace of, let me give comma, and then let me give open bracket, and let me replace it with empty string. So now let me hit on refresh. Let's see if open bracket will be replaced by empty string or not. So you can see the open bracket has been disappeared, and similarly we need to remove this closing bracket. So let me again write replace function, and let me give comma, and here let me give closing bracket, again comma, and let me replace by empty string. So let's wait. Yeah, so let's wait for the data to be fetched. Yeah, so the data appeared. So you can see the closing bracket has also been replaced by empty string. So now the only thing is we need to remove these commas and we need to separate it with white spaces. So this time let me replace comma. So here we will give under quotes, we will give comma, and then we will replace comma with space. Okay, and let me close this and let me hit on refresh. So let's wait. Yeah, so you can see this is the output. We are getting the output in string format itself now. So now let's load this data into another CSV. But before that, we don't need this derive column transformation. It was just to show you how split function works. So now let me add sync transformation here, and let me create a new dataset that will point to the output file under ADLS. So let me select CSV format. In the file path, let me select the same folder, that is anu demo container. So let me select anu demo and let me hit on first row as header. We don't need to import schema here, and the file name I'll provide in the settings. Okay, so here under settings we need to select this output to single file. We need to set the single partition, and here let me give the name of the file as sorted output.csv. Okay, now let me call this data flow in ADF pipeline. So let me drag this and let's hit on debug. So let's wait for this data flow to be executed. Then we can check if the output file has been generated in this folder or not. Okay, so till now we don't have anything called sorted output.csv. So let's wait for this data flow to be executed. Yeah, so the data flow execution has been completed. Let's go to the folder and let me hit on refresh. Yeah, so you can see the output file has been generated. Let's check the output here. Yeah, so you can see we are getting the desired result, that is the sorted data in ascending order. So let me compare with the presentation. So you can see 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4, then 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. So all the rows has been sorted. So here we learned how to use sort function in mapping data flow. Okay, so that's it for this video guys. I hope you like the content. Please keep on practicing these small use cases. It will help you grow in data engineering field. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. Please hit on like button and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you.